In lesson 4, we looked at sharp key signatures, starting with major keys and then working out their relative minors. We can do exactly the same with flat key signatures, starting with a major scale which has just one flat in the key signature, B flat. B flat for battle. Count up 5 from the last flat in the key signature, B flat, up to F. The major scale is F major. Count down 3 or up 6 and you discover that the relative minor of F major is D minor, and here is its natural minor scale. And by sharpening the 7th note, we get the harmonic minor scale of D minor. And by sharpening the 6th note, also on the way up, we get the melodic minor scale. Now notice the 6th note is B flat, and when you sharpen a flat, it becomes natural. And from this point onwards, you're going to see a lot of natural notes which counteract against the key signature. So we have B naturals and C sharps on the way up, but on the way down, we have to cancel out those accidentals and let the key signature do its job. Two flats, battle ends. Look at the last flat, count up 5 from E flat to B flat, and it tells us we're looking at the key of B flat major, and also counting down 3 or up 6 at the key of G minor with its natural minor scale. Its harmonic minor scale with its sharpened 7th, and its melodic minor scale with its sharpened 6th and 7th on the way up, but not on the way down. Three flats, battle ends and. We look at the last flat, count up 5 from A flat to E flat. We're in E flat major, and also counting down 3 or up 6, the key of C minor. And here is its natural minor scale. And its harmonic minor scale with its sharpened 7th. And here you need to note that this sharpened 7th note is not a sharp, but a natural. I mentioned this earlier, because you're sharpening from a note that is flat in the key signature. And here's the melodic minor scale with its sharpened 6th and 7th on the way up. And this time the sharpened 6th note is also a natural because it has been sharpened from a flat in the key signature. And it is essential that you remember on the way down to restore the key signature to its original notes by flattening B and A naturals back to B flat and A flat. Four flats, battle ends and down. Up 5 from D flat finds us in the key of A flat major. Counting down 3 or up 6 from A flat tells us we could also be in the key of F minor with its natural minor scale. Here is its harmonic minor scale with its sharpened 7th. And again, it's a natural. And here's the melodic minor scale with its sharpened 6th and 7th on the way up. And again, it's a natural, not a sharp. And remember that on the way down, we restore the key signature to its original notes by flattening E and D naturals back to E flat and D flat. Five flats, battle ends and down goes. Count up 5 from G and we know that it's D flat major. And also counting up 6 or down 3 from D flat, we know it's B flat minor with its natural scale. And now sharpening the 7th to make it the harmonic minor scale of B flat. And again, it's a natural, not a sharp. And the melodic minor scale with its sharpened 6th and 7th on the way up. And again, the 6th note is also a natural note. And it's essential that you remember on the way down to restore the key signature to its original notes by flattening A and G naturals back to A flat and G flat. With this next one, 6 flats, we have covered the grade 5 theory syllabus. 6 flats, battle ends and down goes Charles. Count up 5 from C, and we know it's in the key of G flat major. Count down 3 or up 6 from G flat. We know the key could be E flat minor. And here it is with its natural scale. And we sharpen the 7th to create the harmonic minor scale. And to create the melodic minor scale, we sharpen the 6th and 7th on the way up. And again, on the way down, we cancel out those accidentals by flattening D and C naturals back to D flat and C flat. Yes, it's C flat, a white flat. Just for the sake of completion, let's add in one last minor scale, the one with 7 flats. You don't need it for this grade 5 theory exam, but it's worth you knowing the whole picture. Seven flats, battle ends and down goes Charles' father. Count up 5 from F to find that the major key is C flat major, and counting down 3 or up 6, the relative minor is A flat minor, and here is its natural scale. And now sharpening the 7th note to G natural, the harmonic minor scale. And now sharpening the 6th note as well as the 7th on the way up, so we have F natural and G natural. And remember, on the way down, to restore the key signature to its original form by flattening the G natural and F natural back to G flat and F flat. Yes, F flat. I think you're beginning to realise why it might be better to use the enharmonic equivalent of A flat minor, G sharp minor. You may be wondering why, since you saw double sharps in some minor scales, we haven't encountered double flats. As I've said elsewhere, double flats are rarer, and you should never actually see them in scales, but you might see them in compositions. Say you wanted to compose a piece of music in G flat major, and you wanted to darken the mood for a short while, and you might let your music take an excursion to G flat minor. You've heard the term relative minor, and you now know it refers to a major key and a minor key which share the same key signature. Let me now introduce you to the term tonic minor. A tonic minor key shares the same tonic or the same key note as the major scale with the same key name. So the tonic minor of G flat major is G flat minor. You may recall that C major has no sharps or flats, and that C minor has 3 flats in the key signature, or that E major has 4 sharps and E minor has 1 sharp in the key signature. When you go from any key to its tonic minor, you knock off 3 sharps from its key signature, or you add 3 flats. So going from G flat major with 6 flats to G flat minor means having 9 flats in the key signature. and we know that there's a maximum of 7. So a scale of G flat minor cannot be written with a key signature that indicates a key of G flat minor. And this is where the double flats come in. Here is the scale of G flat melodic minor. I'm using the scale of G flat major. Spot the double flats. Most, but not all, composers would therefore prefer to compose in F sharp major, which has 6 sharps, and take a trip to F sharp minor, its tonic minor, 3 sharps instead. Okay, now for the helpful bit. How to identify a key from the key signature. We now know that every key signature belongs to both a major key and to its relative minor, or, if you prefer, to a minor key and its relative major. Here are all the flat key signatures, with the major represented by an open note head and the minor by a filled-in note head. We now know that by counting up 5 from the last flat in the key signature, we get to the keynote or tonic, to give it its proper name, of the major key. But we also know that if we count down 3 from that key, we get to our relative minor. So if you're presented with a key signature with flats, all you need to do is look at the last flat. If you count up 3 from that last flat, you will identify the minor key associated with the key signature. And if you count up 5, you'll get to the major key associated with that key signature. Let's try it. 1 flat, B flat, count up 3, B, C, D. It's D minor, or count up 5, B, C, D, E, F, F major. 2 flats, B flat, E flat, count up 3 from E, E, F, G. It could be in G minor, count up 5, E, F, G, A, B. It could be B flat major. 3 flats, battle ends and, count up 3 from A, B, C, C minor, count up 5, A, B, C, D, E, E flat major, and so on. Even when you've got 7 flats for that one that isn't even on the syllabus. Battle ends and down goes Charles' father. F flat, count up 3, F, G, A flat minor, count up 5, F, G, A, B, C, C flat major. And the process works backwards too. Say you want to compose a piano concerto in F minor, count down 3, F, E, D. Now go through the battle ends sentence until you reach down, battle ends and down. It's got 4 flats. That's the key signature of F minor. If you want to compose a sonata for recorder in A flat minor, count down 3 from A flat, A, G, F, F flat. Now go through the battle ends sentence until you reach father. Battle ends and down goes Charles' father, 7 flats. And in the case of major keys, if you want to compose an organ toccata in E flat major, count down 5 from E, E, D, C, B, A flat. Now go through the sentence until you reach and, battle ends and, 3 flats. Or you want to compose a march for military band in D flat major, count down 5, D, C, B, A, G, G flat. Go through the battle ends sentence until you reach goes, battle ends and down goes, 5 flats. This is actually quite easy so long as you practice it. But remember to check by reversing the process in the same way you may have been taught in maths, that you can check that 45 divided by 9 is 5 by checking that 5 times 9 is 45. Don't forget, all this information is on the website under printable support material. If you haven't already looked at Unit 2 Lesson 3 on pitch, you need to go there before the next lesson on keys and scales. See you soon.